Have you ever wondered what space sounds like? Well, it's not the cacophony of noises you might imagine. In fact, it's the exact opposite. Space is a vast silent void. Why? Because it's a vacuum, devoid of air or atmosphere. Sound as we know it requires a medium to travel through, like air, water, or even a solid object. But in the emptiness of space, there is no medium for sound waves to traverse. But don't be mistaken, silence in space doesn't mean communication is impossible. Astronauts, for instance, use radio waves to chat amongst themselves and with their teams back on Earth. You see, unlike sound waves, radio waves are electromagnetic waves. They don't need a medium to travel, making them perfect for space communication. So remember, in space, no one can hear you scream. Now, which planet do you think is the hottest in our solar system? You might be inclined to guess Mercury, being the closest to the Sun. But hold on to your space helmets because it's actually Venus. Despite being second in line from the Sun, Venus takes the crown as the hottest planet. Why, you ask? Well, it all comes down to the atmosphere. Venus has a thick, heavy atmosphere, mainly composed of carbon dioxide with clouds of sulfuric acid. This creates a strong greenhouse effect, trapping heat from the sun. The result, an average surface temperature of around 460 degrees Celsius. That's hot enough to melt lead. On the other hand, Mercury, despite its proximity to the sun, lacks a significant atmosphere to trap heat, leading to a wide range of temperatures. So if you're looking for a hot vacation spot, Venus might be a bit too much. Could we be alone in the universe? The answer might not be as clear-cut as you think. Mars, our neighboring red planet, could be teeming with life. Back in 1986, NASA made a startling discovery. They found what appeared to be fossils embedded in a Martian rock. Could this be evidence of past life? Since then, numerous missions have been launched to find more clues. Robots have roamed the Martian surface, digging, drilling, and analyzing. They found signs of water, the lifeblood of our earthly existence, hinting that Mars could have once been a bustling biosphere, and even now, the search continues. The latest explorer, a rover named Perseverance, is currently investigating Mars, hunting for signs of ancient microbial life. So, the next time you look up at the night sky, consider this. Who knows? Our next-door neighbor might just be Martians. Ever tried counting stars on a clear night? It's a beautiful, yet overwhelming endeavor, isn't it? Now, imagine counting every star in the universe. Just within our own galaxy, the Milky Way, there are an estimated 200 to 400 billion stars. And that's just one galaxy. As we extend our count beyond the Milky Way, we encounter billions more galaxies, each teeming with its own multitude of stars. The numbers quickly become incomprehensible. It's like trying to count every grain of sand on every beach on Earth. If we were to count one star per second, it would take us over 12,000 years just to count the stars in our own galaxy. And that's without pausing for rest, food, or sleep. So next time you look at the night sky, remember you're seeing just a tiny fraction of the universe. Ever heard of a visitor that shows up every 76 years? It's not your distant relative, but a celestial guest known as Halley's Comet. This famous comet, named after Edmund Halley, who identified its periodicity in 1705, makes an appearance in our sky roughly every 75 to 76 years. Its journey around the sun leaves a trail of ice and dust that vaporizes, creating the comet's signature glowing tail. The last time we had the pleasure of Halley's Comet's company was in 1986. If you missed it, don't worry, you can catch its next visit in the year 2061. So why does it take so long? Well, Halley's Comet has a highly elliptical orbit that takes it far beyond the realms of Pluto at its furthest point and brings it back inside Venus's orbit at its closest to the Sun. Mark your calendars for 2061, Halley's Comet will be back for a visit. What's the most expensive outfit you've ever worn? Well, it probably doesn't come close to the cost of a NASA spacesuit. These technological marvels come with a whopping price tag of $12 million. Yes, you heard it right, $12 million. That's equivalent to about 200 luxury cars or 2,000 high-end smartphones. But what makes them so expensive? Most of the cost isn't actually in the suit itself, but rather in the life-supporting backpack and control module. These crucial components keep the astronaut alive and comfortable in the harsh conditions of space. And here's another fun tidbit. NASA has been reusing spacesuits from as far back as 1974. But don't worry, they are planning to produce new ones for the upcoming missions to the Moon and Mars. Who knew fashion in space could be so costly? How about a moon that's two-faced, literally? Meet Iapetus, one of the numerous moons of Saturn, with a unique twist. This celestial body has a distinctive two-tone coloration, making it stand out in the crowd. On one side, it's as bright as freshly fallen snow, while the other side is as dark as charcoal. Imagine a cosmic yin-yang symbol, floating in the vastness of space. Now, you might be wondering, why such a dramatic contrast? Well, it's all about location. The dark side of Iapetus is coated in dust particles from another one of Saturn's moons, Phoebe. Phoebe orbits Saturn in the opposite direction, and over time, it has been showering Iapetus with this dark material. The result? A moon with a split personality, both in color and in texture. It's a striking reminder that in space, even moons have their unique style. Can a day be longer than a year? It's a question that may seem unfathomable here on Earth, but in the mysterious expanse of space, it's a reality. Let's take a journey to Venus, our solar system's second planet from the Sun, to explore this intriguing phenomenon. Venus, often called Earth's twin due to its similar size, spins very slowly on its axis. In fact, it's the slowest spinner of all the planets in our solar system. It takes an astonishing 243 Earth days for Venus to complete one full rotation. This means that a single day on Venus, from sunrise to sunrise, lasts longer than its year, which is the time it takes for the planet to orbit the Sun, a journey completed in just 225 Earth days. Now let's unravel the implications of this unique rotation. Venus's slow spin contributes to its unusually harsh and extreme conditions. The planet's atmosphere is incredibly dense, made up mostly of carbon dioxide with clouds of sulfuric acid. This heavy atmosphere traps heat, leading to a runaway greenhouse effect and making Venus the hottest planet in the solar system. Furthermore, the slow rotation affects Venus's weather patterns. It's a world of relentless and intense winds, reaching speeds of up to 200 miles per hour in the upper atmosphere. These winds whip around the planet much faster than the planet itself rotates. Interestingly, Venus not only spins slowly, but also in the opposite direction to most other planets, a phenomenon known as retrograde rotation. This means that if you stood on Venus's surface, you would see the sun rise in the west and set in the east, contrary to what we witness on Earth. So if you think your days are long, think about living on Venus. On Venus, you'd have to wait over half a year for the sun to rise again. However, with its scorching temperatures and stormy weather, it's likely you'd be wishing for the day to end sooner rather than later. Before we wrap up, let's take one last detour to the smallest planet in our solar system, Mercury. Now, if you thought time was a straightforward concept, Mercury is here to challenge that. This tiny, crater-filled planet orbits the Sun at breakneck speed, completing a full revolution in just 88 Earth days. Yes, you heard that right. A whole year on Mercury is shorter than even a quarter of an Earth year. But hold on, the surprises don't stop there. Mercury, despite its speedy orbit, is a slow spinner. So slow, in fact, that it takes it 59 Earth days to complete one rotation, one Mercurian day. That's right. On Mercury, a single day lasts over 2 Mercurian months. If you lived on Mercury, you would experience incredibly long days and surprisingly short years. Imagine, while you're waiting for the sunset, you might just end up celebrating a new year. So there you have it, a time paradox right in our solar system. Mercury, a place where you might need to rethink your concept of time. Stay tuned for more fascinating facts about our universe in our upcoming videos. Leaving Mercury's unique time paradox behind, we venture out into the wider cosmos to examine a truly bizarre celestial body. Meet HD 189733b, an exoplanet far beyond our solar system where the weather forecast is always the same. Glass rain with a chance of high-speed winds. Yes, you heard that right. This gas giant, with temperatures reaching a scorching 1,000 degrees Celsius, possesses an atmosphere rich in silicate particles. These particles, under the extreme heat, form into glass and fall as rain, but don't expect a gentle shower. The planet's intense winds, reaching speeds up to 7,000 kilometers per hour, drive this glass rain sideways. Imagine, instead of water droplets, shards of glass are whipped across the sky at speeds faster than the fastest race car on Earth. So if you're planning an interstellar vacation, you might want to cross HD 189733b off your list. It's a harsh reminder that though the universe is full of beauty and wonder, it's also home to conditions that defy our earthly expectations. We've explored the fiery and the icy, the violent and the serene, the familiar and the utterly alien. Now let's delve into the greatest mystery of the universe: dark matter. This elusive substance makes up roughly 85% of the universe's matter, yet it is invisible to our eyes and our instruments. We know it exists because of the gravitational effects it has on galaxies and galaxy clusters. Without dark matter, these cosmic structures would simply fly apart. But what exactly is dark matter? Is it made up of undiscovered particles, or is it a sign that our understanding of gravity needs a major overhaul? Scientists are still grappling with these questions, but one thing is clear. The universe is far more strange and complex than we could ever imagine. As we continue to explore and learn, we can only wonder what other astonishing discoveries await us in the vast cosmos. If you've been fascinated by this cosmic journey so far, we're just getting started. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Brainy Bites for more mind-blowing facts and insights.